Okay, so I heard someone say double helix, and I thought, ooh, sounds like a new roller coaster at the Quahog Fair. But nope, turns out it's DNA. So what's the deal with that twisty ladder thing? How does tiny twisty stuff make you? Right, imagine a spiral staircase made of two long strands. Those strands are the sugar phosphate backbones, basically the handrails. Between them are rungs made of chemical pairs called bases. There are 4 bases: adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. A, T, C, G. A always pairs with T, and C always pairs with G. Why do they always pair? Because of forces called hydrogen bonds, like tiny molecular Velcro. If one side says A, the other side says T. If one side says C, the other side says G. That complementarity is what lets DNA copy itself. But why a twist? Why not just a straight ladder? The twist, the helix, makes the molecule more stable and compact. It also creates grooves, called major and minor grooves, where proteins can read the sequence without ripping the ladder apart. This structure is antiparallel too, meaning the two strands run in opposite directions. One goes 5 to 3, and the other 3 to 5. Fancy numbering, but it matters for how enzymes copy and read DNA during replication and transcription. So if the sequence of ATCG is the code, what's it spell? Proteins. Groups of 3 bases codons specify amino acids, the building blocks of proteins. Change one letter and sometimes the protein changes, which can be fine or cause big problems. That brings up a question. If tiny changes in letters can change life, what responsibility do we have with gene editing? Should we edit genes to cure diseases, or are we opening a weird can of ethical squid? Also, where did the first double helix come from? How did chemistry decide on A, T, C, and G? And what does it mean for identity when so much of you is written in a sequence of molecules? DNA is simple and elegant, and also kind of spooky. So yeah, double helix, twisty sugar phosphate sides, base pair rungs, complementary code, replication, and a whole bunch of questions that make my brain feel like it needs a beer.